I was sat downstairs in my living room, late night type of vibe, at 11 p.m. and what comes on? The Premier League years. Probably like the 2008-2009 season that they were broadcasting. And I was just sat back thinking, what actually happened to football, bro? Don't get it twisted yet, I couldn't sit through a match in the early 2000s, probably even like some parts of the 2010s, because they're actually fucking boring. One thing I will say about football back in the day is that the aura was different. I know it sounds cringe, but it's true, bro. Back then, like, there was aura about football. Rivalries weren't forced. Like, I don't know why in this day and age Arsenal are somewhat rivals with fucking Aston Villa. Like, whenever we play them, it just feels like this is some big type of, it should never feel like that. I'm sorry, no offense to no Aston Villa fan, but it should never feel like that. And yeah, the demeanor of football nowadays has just changed, bro. Again, I couldn't watch a match back then. I'd honestly rather watch paint dry than watch a match in 2005, mate. I'm gonna be so wrong. I feel like one of the main reasons why football has took a toll in that regards is that footballers are so heavily criticized nowadays. They literally can't have lives outside of football. I don't know too much about the whole Pogba situation whilst he was at United, but from the outside looking in, it felt like if this nigga would have just dyed his hair, he did dye his hair gold, but if he did that and he had one bad performance, people would just hammer him, pause. If they lose one game on the weekend, they can't then have a normal life outside of football. It's like their whole week should just be doom and gloom until they win their next game. Racism has always been a thing, but it's definitely been emphasized in the recent years. Like, just black players being fucking hammered online. You see it with players like Saka. Was it the World Cup or Euros? I can't remember which one, but like, yeah, he got a lot of abuse. These things will take a toll on how players actually express themselves on the pitch. They'll probably be second guessing, let me not try do something I want to do to make it entertaining, because fucking Bob on Twitter is gonna start calling me a monkey about me trying to just make the game more entertaining. And therefore, not even just racism, literally abuse online. People are too comfortable with criticizing actual professionals. Oh, football Twitter, bro. Oh my God. I'm gonna get into like the whole social media dynamic, but I'm gonna just stick to like, you know, like the abuse and racism on just this part. Half of these people online have never even kicked a ball. They've not even played Saturday League. They've not even played Sunday League. Probably hardly even played five-a-side. So who the fuck are you actually to be there criticizing an actual professional? It makes no sense. Obviously you can have your say, but if you're abusing a player because they made a mistake, I'm sorry, you're actually retarded, bro. And with all this, you're not gonna see players be themselves, man. Like, people say, why aren't there as many Mavericks in the game? People that take the games by the scruff of their neck and change it. Actual personalities in football, because the media and fans literally don't like that. Like, you will never see another David Beckham that gets fucking cornrows. You'll never see a Jabril Cisse with like crazy patterns on his head, which I appreciate these things, bro. It's literally people self-expressing how they just feel, who they are. You will never see this anymore because they will literally get violated, because everything online just gets taken into like a meme. Obviously some things are funny, but it hinders players not wanting to self-express. We're just gonna get the same old robotic players that just barely show personality and they're hardly relatable to, even though they probably do have things we can relate to them with, but we're not gonna get that because they're scared of just receiving backlash over their hobbies and interests. It's so stupid. This could be a little bit controversial, but I feel like football has definitely been pushed into social media a bit too much. IShowSpeed. He's brought a lot of eyes to the sport and everything, but I can't say I like football without someone just asking me, do you like Messi or Ronaldo? And I promise you there is more to football than Messi or Ronaldo, bro. Like, I understand the people that spark up these conversations are just casuals. I'm an Arsenal fan, yeah. If you're asking me who the best player in the world is, I'm gonna say any of the Arsenal players I like in that moment. Editing this video back, I realized I was struggling to make my point. What I was trying to say is that there's a lot more to football than just Messi or Ronaldo. A lot more interesting topics can be discussed and not just meme topics like fucking Messi or Ronaldo again. But yeah, nothing against speed or nothing. It's just that's really taken over football discussions in the past couple of years. But again, nothing against speed. I just feel like there's just more to football than Messi and Ronaldo. Thank you. I feel like definitely it's just made football a bit of a meme. Especially like football fan channels and just football Twitter as well. People will literally just force an agenda against a player for no reason. Like, let's say if there's two right wingers in a team and one person favors the one that's getting benched a lot, there will be a group of people that will literally hate the player that is starting just so they can prop the person that is being benched because they want to be so fucking different. There's so many examples of this on Twitter. It's just so like, this is what's wrong with football nowadays, bro. Like the tribalism, that's what it is. The fucking tribalism. It's so pathetic and boring, bro. Like, just enjoy the players, enjoy the game. It's so, like, you don't have to pick and choose who to like, bro. It's so boring. Like, obviously, you have your set team. Whoever the rivals are, you obviously go against them. You don't have to force yourself to dislike them, but those are your rivals. But apart from that, why are you causing divide in your fan base because you think Odegaard isn't good enough for Arsenal anymore, so Ethan Nwaneri needs to start? Like, bro, we can have both players at the same time. It's not that serious, bro. It's literally how I was saying at the beginning of the video, like rivalries and how people didn't like each other actually felt genuine. Nowadays it just feels forced as fuck. And then again, with like football fan channels, yeah, people will come onto these platforms and just, yeah, it's their opinion, but they will just spout out the worst takes known to mankind. A player can have one bad game and someone will be like, for example, Martinelli needs to be sold in January because he's just not good. Like, bro, it's been one game. Like, a manager will lose 2 games and they'll be calling for that manager to be sacked. And then they'll just be like, I'm just a fan, I'm passionate. No, you're a fucking idiot, bro. If you're gonna put your opinion out online, at least have a good take. Like, that's all we're asking for. And let me not even talk about how a lot of them just use bad moments to just farm viewership and just negativity. I'm not gonna say any particular names, but you probably know who I'm talking about anyways. I definitely feel like football photography has definitely fallen off too. Like, all the pictures look like they were taken out of a film. Maybe it's the camera quality they were using, but just everything about older photography just looks so much more better. And then you go into today's photography and it just feels soulless, should I say. Nothing about it just feels captivating. Maybe apart from Mbappe winning the World Cup, that's about it. Maybe I'm being a nostalgia merchant, but I don't know. But yeah, man, I feel like we need to bring back the old football culture. Forget all of this fucking football tribalism, football Twitter bullshit. We need to bring back the old football culture, man. Where are the white players with the long hair, hairband? Where is this shit? Where has it been, bro? But then again, each to their own, innit? It's all about self-expression at the end of the day. If you say if I made it pro, there would have been a lot of historic events. I mean, I bagged like 14 goals in 18 games in F-League. I was a class player, niggas know about me, man. One thing I don't agree with, yeah, like older football boots being better, I'm not buying that. I prefer the football boots nowadays, by far. I know some of you lot are actual nostalgia merchants and just will die on the hill that everything back in the day was better, which isn't true. Speaking about nostalgia and back in the day, I want to actually build like a football kit collection because there's been a lot of kits over the course of my life that I like. Yeah, this is just a little quick video. I just wanted to talk about like football aesthetics and shit. I don't even know what I'm gonna title this video, to be honest. I was originally just gonna talk about pure aesthetics, that's it, but I feel like there's probably more to this that I could talk about, but I just wanted to make this shit quickly. But yeah, let me know how you lot feel down below. Talk to you lot later. Peace.